in blockchain right now. One of the top examples of when people say, here's what blockchain could be useful for, it is security settlement, is knowing who owns what. What are you doing in terms of real world stuff pursuing that possibility?
Yeah, over the last 2 years, I would say blockchain went from being kind of an interesting conceptual element of what could be in the capital markets to being, then last year, a lot of proof of concepts, experimentation. And then as we came through 2017, we started to have real applications for it. So one is we're implementing the blockchain to support proxy voting in South Africa on the back of a proof of concept we did in Estonia. We did a proof of concept in Europe around the settlement of OTC securities with an exchange partner and several banks. And we are applying the blockchain to our NASDAQ private market to allow for instantaneous settlement of private securities. So there's a lot that's actually going into the market today and being applied. What you're seeing is it's applying to less regulated spaces. And then going forward, it will start to creep into the regulated markets as people understand the true benefit of the capital efficiency of what the blockchain can create.
I think Melissa has a question next. Melissa.
Yeah, hi, Adina. It's Melissa. I wanted to ask you, your exchange is going to be the last one to go and launch Bitcoin futures. We've seen them launch already on the CME and CBOE. In the meantime, we had a chance to speak to the CEO of the NYSE, Thomas Farley, and he actually had some not positive words to say about Bitcoin, the asset itself. What are your thoughts on Bitcoin, the asset itself, and does that matter what you think of the asset when you're launching a futures contract?
Well, I do think that it's important that we play an important role in the capital markets and people trust us to understand what we are ultimately going to be offering out to investors. So we've been doing a lot of work to understand what is Bitcoin or what are cryptocurrencies in general. What's the ecosystem? How is it evolving? Who are the biggest players? How resilient is it? That's a big part of our education. And it's also the reason why we didn't jump right in to doing a Bitcoin future, because we wanted to make sure that we really understood, is this an asset class that's sustainable over time? And if we're going to be providing it, are we providing something that will last? So we are still in that education process, working with clients. We have a great partner in Van Eck we've been working with on that as well. But we are still in the exploratory phases, and we will get ourselves ready when we're ready.
All right. Dina, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
It's a very interesting comment. I'm starting to see that, yes, we're in a bear market right now. Bitcoin has been really down, and in fact, we're seeing the market cap now hit lows that we haven't seen in a long, long time. In fact, let's just look at the market cap graph. I mean, to see it under almost 450 billion has been very, very rare. Let's even see 3 months ago. Well, we're still up from 3 months ago, so maybe we can do a month. So yeah, a month ago we were over 600 billion. Let's go back to the 3-month mark. As you can tell, the last time that we really hit this kind of low, we're talking about December. So yeah, it does stink to see that the prices and everything has gone down to what the prices were in December. But once again, I mean, like all markets, there's got to be a bear cycle. There's got to be a recovery, and then there's going to be another bull market. And I'm very confident that with all these major exchanges listing Bitcoin futures and getting more involved with the cryptocurrency space, it's just going to bring in more money. So I mean, all this fear that you're getting, all this uncertainty, in a way, it's required to obviously first correct the market. And you got a lot of big institutions that are doing their research, understanding the technology, and the regulators, they need to set up the rules in order to bring in the institutional money. So my opinion to my audience, man, is just hold. If you do have some capital, or if you've been sitting on the sideline this entire time, debating whether you should buy in or not, I think this is a great time to get in. I don't think that the market cap will be under 500 billion for more than another month or two. There's a lot of regulatory conferences going on in the month of February. So I'm very, very bullish on March and April. So once again, if you have the opportunity to invest, I definitely would do it. And I also now added a link to Robinhood, which is a zero-fee trading platform for cryptocurrencies. I highly recommend you check it out. I been promoting Coinbase, but unfortunately Coinbase does charge pretty high fees, and it's not a bad platform. It's pretty easy to use, but definitely check out Robinhood because I don't think it's a good idea to pay fees. I will be posting another video later tonight to do some more analysis on the market, and I will be talking to you guys soon.